thanks for joining me. Tonight I want to do a really quick video showing you how to make in the hoop dollhouse pillowcases for their beds, okay? Bedtime pillowcases. So these are just my kind of my trial ones that I did. And this back is like a little flannel and the front is cotton, and I put my monogram on it, but I didn't like that it isn't sewn on the edge. So I figured out how to sew the edge on my next prototype that I did, and then I also used a design from the machine. But I didn't like how it's open at the end like that. So I figured out how to close the ends using this one. So I combined all that together and we're going to do it together, okay? So what you're going to need is your hoop, you're going to need your 2 pieces of fabric. They can, be exactly the same or contrasting. I'm just trying to use up scraps, so I think that this will be really cute. Oh, actually I think I'm going to use a darker color for the front now that I think about it, because I have white, my thread is white. So let's go ahead and use that so that we can put a design on there that'll show. Okay, and this has some cute little white dots. Okay, so first things first. Oh, I am all over the place today. Okay, so we're gonna put our design or our hoop up here, and this is called Sulky Solvy. If you haven't already used this before, it's just a film and it's a water soluble wash away, but you can also peel it away and just pop stuff out. It's fantastic, and you want to use it for this because we're going to be sewing the edges and turning it inside out, and you want those edges to be really soft. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go up onto our machine designs, and we're going to choose number 5, and then we're going to choose stitch number 10, which is just a regular running stitch. We're going to choose adjust, layout, size, and we're going to max it out. Okay, we're going to leave it right in the middle, even if we're trying to maximize the stabilizer, which we're not, but if you were and you wanted to put it up, we're not going to do that because we want everything to stay the same, because we're going to be running this running stitch a few times. I think like 4 times altogether. So let's just go ahead and do it once. And I just wanted to kind of give a little disclaimer as well. I'm just showing you guys the concept here. You guys get to take it and run with it and do what you like, okay? So this, why mine's going to be very simple, but just think of all the things that you can do. Okay, let's go ahead and actually keep that off, because the next thing we're going to do is we are going to press our pieces of fabric. Okay? We need this down here. It's really hard to get this angle on my phone. Okay, so this is going to be our very front piece, okay? And we're going to take it, we're going to fold it over once. Okay, actually go against the grain, or yeah. Go against it so that you have the stiff part going this way. Okay, we're going to fold it once and we're going to fold it over again, and this is just called finger pressing. Okay, and you can finish it just how it is. I like to give it a little bit of a crisp edge by running this across it, and don't push too hard because you'll actually give yourself creases. Okay. Alright, so, and this is just my little spatula. It's a Pampered Chef spatula, and you can get it pretty much, well, from Pampered Chef, but you can find others like this at the dollar store and Hobby Lobby and Walmart and stuff like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, make sure that it covers this whole thing. It does, so that's awesome. But what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna take it right to about right here, okay? And we're gonna tape it onto there, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Let's take our first piece, okay, and then our second piece. And you want your tape to be above the stitch line, okay? That one's kind of wonky and it's probably going to get stuck in the stitch line. Okay, you don't want it inside the stitch line, okay? Make sure that it's outside of that stitch line. Oh my goodness, maybe I shouldn't have got all 4 at once. Well, in any case, we'll take this one and we'll put it way up here at the top, and then we'll take this one and put this one way down here at the bottom, okay? You can turn it over, see how it looks, okay? And we're going to pop it right back on there. It looks like it's a little bit, let's do this. There we go. And that was easy. Okay, I'm just going to get a different piece of tape because that one's too small to bother scraping. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that on there. Okay, and then we're going to put that down and we're going to run that line again. Okay. And you don't really have to keep your hands down here. I just like having that extra bit of control, and then I kind of like want to hold it down whenever it's trying to go over that. Okay. Alright, so if you're going to add something, oh mine got a little puffy. If you're going to add a design, right now is a good time to do it. And if you want some inspiration on mine, I'm just going to go right out of here, leaving everything on the hoop. And get out of there, get out of there. I'm going to go over here to the designs, and I like the kind that are really easy and I don't have to switch a lot of colors on. You don't want to do a really dense design on this either, so try to look for light designs, like something you would put on a flour sack towel, these things. Okay, so my last one that I did was the rose, but let's just go ahead and do this. Let's see how small we can make it. Oh, we can't make it that small. Okay, I don't want to do that one because it's going to be too big. Alright, let's go ahead with the rose again. Adjust, layout, size, make it small, and then we're going to push it all the way over, almost. Okay? And now we're going to look down here. And we're going to press, oh, why is it not, there we go. It might make it look funny because of the stupid bump I did, but we're just going to go ahead and press play and see how it goes. Okay, so that looks great. How cute is that? It went a little over on the edge there, but that's okay. Okay, so we're just going to pop this off. Let me zoom out. Okay, pop that off. Okay, so you can see how this is up there. So I've shown you the way to do it where you just roll it under, and that's going to kind of, it's not really going to be a seam, like sewn seam. So it's just going to, you know, anything that you put in there is going to go in just fine, but when you're trying to pull it out, it might catch there. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the second piece where it doesn't do that. Okay, so the second piece, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so this is the back side of this little sheet. We're going to take the top, flip it, and then flip it again. Okay. And now this is kind of rogue. I broke my needle earlier, but I don't think it's because of this. I think it was whenever I was trying to twist it by hand by the rotary piece on the back. but I did this again a couple times using the actual design on the machine, and it was fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here, get out of here, click OK, get out of there, go back into our shapes. Okay, and then we're gonna go all the way to number 10. In number 10, we're gonna choose number 10 again, adjust, layout. I didn't mean to push it that fast, but we're gonna make it as big as we can, and we're gonna move it all the way over to one side. Okay, and now we're gonna come back down here. All right, so we're gonna put our presser foot down, and we're gonna press play like as if we're running it, except we have to push it since the machine isn't going to be able to. Okay, and your little thing might move over there, bar, but you're going to want to grab it at the back, and you can, and you're going to want to perfect this a lot better than I'm doing, but there you go. Okay, so let's just cut it, and mine went all wonky, but if I was hand sewing it, I promise you it would not be any better. Okay, so now that we've done that part, and you can do that to the front, I just wanted to show you guys both ways. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna get our tape back out, this tape, our scotch tape. We're gonna take this part and we're gonna put it face down, okay? And we're gonna line these pieces up. Okay. Now if you don't want to turn the pillow and you just want it to have raw edges, you would put this side with the back-to-backs, like this side to the back side, you know, up where the main part was showing. Oh, let me show you. Okay, if you didn't care about the sides and you're okay with doing like a frayed sides, or you're just going to glue something around the edges like lace or something, you put it on like this so that the back pieces are together, and then you would sew it and cut around it. But we're going to turn it so it looks like an actual pillowcase. So we're not going to add anything to it, anything like that. Okay, I think I'm going to move mine up just a little bit because I want it to go with the better stitching that I have. My stitching to begin with on the rogue rectangle wasn't that great. Okay. Okay. And then one up top and one on the bottom. And now this thing, and you can add another layer of Sulky Sulvy over everything if you want to right now. I'm going to, because I have a lot of scraps laying around, so there's no reason I shouldn't, considering what I'm trying to do here. Let's pull you closer now. Okay, and now let's go out of here. Okay, we're going to get out of that whole entire shape, sorry. We're going to do shape number 5. We're going to go over here to the running stitch, adjust, layout, size, make it big again. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and place my piece over it, making sure it covers this whole entire stitch out. And this is going to make it where this glides, the foot glides easily over this folded part that we have and all of our thickness that we got going on here. Okay, so I'm going to push start and it's going to do its thing. I'm going to run this 3 times because I want it to be really strong. Oops, that's not going to work. Hold on. So if this ever happens to you, don't freak out. Okay, it already did the thing that we wanted it to do. It went over the edge. Okay, so let's just peel that off. Peel it gently. You don't want to pull your stitching because it is only one stitch. Okay, let's bring our needle up. Let's pull all that out of there and press go. Okay. It's going to stop and tie it off, but I'm going to have it go again. Oops. Click OK. And then one more time. Okay, I'm so excited because that's it, guys and girls. Okay, now just pop it right off of here. And then I'm going to do a video next, and hopefully next today, but no guarantees. But my next video is going to be teaching you how to make the pillow insert on your embroidery machine. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we're just going to cut on the outside of all the stitching. Okay, and I'm just cutting wide just to be safe, but you can cut as close as you're comfortable. Okay, and we're just going to cut all that stuff off. We're going to peel this off on the inside. We're not going to worry too much about the inside of the rose, but let's peel it off around the edges so that when we put our insert in, it doesn't get caught on anything. And some people use a pick tool for this. It's probably the better way to get it all out, but I'm kind of don't follow directions. Funny, I'm giving you directions, but okay, so I'm not going to go too crazy about that. And see how on this piece right here, the lip is still available to pull on, but on this one, it's not at all. And there's your pillowcase inside of there. We're going to go up to, we're going to click OK, and we're going to use this same square, and we're just going to run the edges really quick, kind of back and forth, to make this edge be tight and not open like that one that I showed you at the beginning. Okay? Okay, so I'm just going to press play. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to press play again, and then I'm going to choose the cutting one. So I'm going to stop it with the green button, and then I'm going to choose the scissors. Okay, and the scissors will cut and tie your thread on that side. Okay, so we're going to do that again right over here. So fantastic, the machine doesn't even know it's being used for this. And then we're going to press start again. Oops, hold on, it's very blurry. Why are you so blurry? I'm sorry it's blurry, guys. Okay. And now here's our entire thing. We're going to want to cut these, jeez, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm saying sorry so much tonight. I feel like I'm having a little bit of troubles. Okay. Okay, so you cut off the flyaway pieces at the edge. This is the back. This is going to be the front. Let's go ahead and grab those. Okay, we don't want anything sticking out. Alright, so now is the moment of truth. Okay, so the end's still split a little bit. You're going to want to work on the placement of those stitches, but I think for most people that'll be tolerable. Huh? It's so cute! Look at that! Sorry, I'm talking to you like I talk to my cat. And there's the back side. And there's the inside. So you'll be able to get your stuff in and out really easy on that, but it might catch on that. So if you're up for it, I prefer to do this way. And then don't forget to seal your ends as best you can. Okay, and see like how that's still a little bit on the edge. I'd probably go a little bit closer. Alrighty, that's it guys. I hope that this was helpful for you. It was a lot of fun for me. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.